Hey everyone, I'm Rosie and it's time to make a collage once again on this channel, the thing that we do. And today I wanted to start with this collectibles book. I've used this in a few other videos before, but there's a lot of pictures of like dolls and doll houses and doll furniture in this book. And I kind of want to use one of those. I think that some of them are creepy, some of them are just cool, and I like the doll furniture is kind of just fun. And so I'm hoping that we can pull something out from here that we can use. And I don't really have any other ideas besides that. So I think we should just start flipping through this book in particular. I'll pull out a few things that I like and we will see what we can make with a doll furniture or a doll or a dollhouse. Here are the few things that I pulled out from that book. So there's first this log cabin. And then, this little furniture. I love this little bed and the little bathtub, and even the sofas are cool. So I like those. And then this house, this dollhouse I just thought was really cool. And I think that maybe we can do something fun where we like cut out the negative space on all the windows and maybe put something coming out of the windows or I don't know. I feel like we can do something fun with that. And then the two dolls that I pulled out, one were these, ones that are cut in half, but I loved their wigs. And the faces they're making are fun. Like, I think that these are just cool and we could have them coming up out of something. I don't know. I feel like there's potential there. And then the biggest one I got was this doll who I just kind of liked her umbrella, like her dress and her pose. She's kind of big, so I'm not quite sure like how I'd get that to fit. I'd need a big background. So I'm not exactly sure. I don't really have super good ideas for any of these things right now, but I'm gonna flip through a few other books, see if we can find any backgrounds that might work or some other things. But I think that we have some good starting materials. I think this is gonna be fun. So after a little bit of thinking, I decided I wanted to put that one dollhouse that I really loved and put it underwater. So I found every Nat Geo from my collection that had some article that was about water or the ocean. Pulled all those out and I started flipping through them. And the thing I was really looking for was an underwater scene where you could see the ground or there was like a coral reef. I needed some grounding element in the image so it could really feel like the house was sitting underground. I couldn't just put it underwater and expect it to feel like it's floating there. That wouldn't make sense. So visually, I needed that grounding element. And I knew that was going to be a little bit challenging to find, but that was the one thing I was looking for. It was a little hard to find exactly what I wanted in an image, but I think that I got some pretty good options. So we have this one, which I think it's a little tough that it's on the crease of, it was like a fold in the magazine, but I think that that's okay. And if we nestle the house in between some of these corals, like it might end up working, although I think we'll have to bring in some like outside fish to really make this scene pop. Actually, I think that's true with all of these. The next one is this one, which is upside down. What I like about this one is like totally bare, and I like that the house will sit, on the ground here. This one might work. There's also this one with a shark, which I was thinking we could nestle the house behind the shark. That could work. And then what's this? Oh, this is the other half of this. If we wanted to try to stitch this together, I don't know, it's a little messed up here, so that might not work. But there's that part of the image. So there's 3 to choose from. I think we need to cut out the house to really decide where it's going to go. And I also think while I'm doing that, I'm just going to cut out all the windows because I feel like that's just, it will take it one level closer to it really feel like it being there. And so I think we need to do that, although it's going to be a little bit of a pain to cut out every little window, but I think we need to do it. So let's do that now. Okay, we've got our little dollhouse cut out and all of the windows are cut out. And so now we can, oh, here's all my window mess. Now we can start looking at backgrounds to see which one we think is gonna work. So let me bring those back out. So we have this one, which I love how like much coral there is. The only thing I'm not super in love with is that the crease in the middle of the page, but maybe we can work around it if we like cover it all up with the house. That might be okay. So I'm thinking we can maybe cut around this coral and have it just sort of nestle in so it really feels like it's like sunk into the bottom of this coral reef. Oh, maybe we can even cut around this rock. Really just tuck it in there. And then I'm also thinking we should get a bunch of other fish, little and big, and put them around here and maybe come in and out of the windows or something. I think that this is really cool. But the other background I just wanted to bring out for a second because I do like this one with the shark. So say we'd kind of put maybe the house like here, and then the shark would be, we can cut around him and slide the house behind. And I think that this is an interesting idea. It's a lot more plain, but I do love how much the house pops on this piece of paper rather than the other one. It really feels like it's sort of nestled in there. And so maybe that's good too. I think that we should cut out both images and see which one we like better because I think there's pros and cons to both. So I'm gonna cut the shark out and then also cut the coral out, and then we'll nestle the house in and see what we're liking. Okay, I am like super in love with this. I love how it looks all nestled in with the coral. Oh my God, it looks so good. And for some reason, I feel like I'm getting Wes Anderson vibes from this. I'm not sure if it's because it like looks maybe like the Budapest Hotel, or maybe it's just the fact that it's like a very symmetrical building, but for some reason I'm getting Wes Anderson vibes and I kind of love it. Okay, so I think you saw the shark one too, and I want to bring that one back out just so we can take a second peek at it. I think that this is interesting, and I do love how much the building pops on this, but it's just not as interesting as the other coral piece. It's cool, but it's not as cool as the other one. So I think that we are gonna go full steam ahead on this coral piece because, oh my God, I am like this is working, like it's working so much better than I thought in my head. I mean, I knew it was I didn't quite know what was gonna happen, but oh man, it just looks so good nestled there. Oh my God, okay. I'm too excited. Now we have to go on a fish hunt because there's no fish in this scene for whatever reason, and we need to find some fish that can really make this feel like it's underwater. Like if we put a fish going over any of these spots, it's gonna feel so, oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. Okay, so as I'm laying these out, I'm worried that too much is happening. Like I think I need to scale back. And I like this fish and this fish down here. And then what I also kind of noticed when I was moving all these around was if I have these three fish like this, because I liked this guy kind of peeking around the corner, it all kind of looks like they're looking at the door, like all of the fish's eye lines kind of go to the door. That makes me think that maybe I should try to do something fun with the door, like something coming out of the door, but I'm trying to think what that should be. Okay, I think I might have found an idea. So I found this image that has this guy like handing over a stack of papers to this other guy, and he's like probably like sign this paper or whatever. What if we take just that guy, the hand and the documents, and have that coming out the front door, and then we have the three fish that were sort of looking at the door, and it's like this house sank to the bottom of the ocean to ask fish to sign papers. I kind of think that's a funny idea. I don't think we're going to know exactly if it's perfect until we see it all together, but I think that it might work. So let's get all that together and see what we think. I kind of love this. I love that the hand is like sticking out trying to give the fish papers. Oh my God. It's so goofy. It's exactly what I love. And every time I can get an object to really feel like it's in a space, it just makes me so happy. And this house looks like it got stuck in this coral reef, and it's just so cool, and I love it. Oh my God. But it's really bugging me that this isn't cleaned up, so I'm gonna chop that side off real quick so we can have a little bit of a cleaner piece. So we're all done. I love this piece. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I'm so glad we got to use one of the doll houses. It's funny because it looks like a real house. Like I know this is a dollhouse, but it's so like fancy that it looks real. And it's so cool. And even though it took me so long to cut out each individual window, I really do think that really makes it feel like it's really there. You can see the pinks of the coral and the blue behind through the windows. And I really do think that adds and makes it feel even more real. And so I love that touch. And I just think that this turned out really cool. I think it's a cool image, but also a little goofy and a little silly. And that's kind of exactly what I strive for every time I make a collage. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, watching this piece to come together, and I will see you next Thursday for another collage video. Bye!